Kids want to see something fun and tasty when they dig into lunch. Parents want to see something nutritious kids will still want to eat. But kids and parents would need a microscope to see something else that's often riding along in that lunchbox: bacteria.
Like staphylococcus, which can cause food poisoning, listeria. And in one study, they found about 15% of children's lunchboxes had fecal matter in it, fecal bacteria in it.
His real name is Dr. Charles Gerba, but some people just call him Dr. Germ. He's a University of Arizona professor who has made a career of finding things that will make you sick, so you have a better chance to stay healthy.
People can go on for years and say, you know, I've never had a problem that I can trace directly back to that lunchbox. Is it not that big a problem, or are they just being lucky?
Well, they're really just being lucky. You have to have the wrong series of events. You have to remember you're always gambling with germs, and the whole idea about hygiene is to keep the odds in your favor and not in the germ's favor.
La Paloma Academy on golf links helped us with a little experiment. Take 2 tables of kindergartners, find some using lunchboxes, and wipe down those boxes with special sponges for collecting bacteria. Back at Dr. Gerba's lab, they let the bacteria grow for a few days. And here's what they found. Bacteria counts from 230 to about 1,800. The tests show yellow when they find coliform bacteria. That's often associated with fecal matter. This sample was a strong number 1 when it comes to number 2.
This is a person not to share lunch with, obviously. Well, definitely pack extra toilet paper in this lunchbox.
So what advice would you have for the parent of this child, and what should the parent be saying to that child?
Well, the parent should be saying to the child, make sure you wash your hands before you eat a meal, and also to wipe and clean out the lunchboxes on a regular basis. My guess is what happens is just not being cleaned on a regular basis, and I think the child should be the one taking responsibility for doing that, because then they can learn good hygiene.
La Paloma Academy helped us reach the moms who packed 2 of those lunchboxes. Maisie's lunchbox had one of the lowest bacteria counts, 260, with none of the coliform bacteria that can come from fecal matter.
When you do clean it, what do you use? Do you use any sort of disinfectant kind of?
Yeah, like the Lysol wipes.
Lysol wipes?
Mm-hmm.
Well, they seem to be doing okay.
Yay.
So.
Yay.
Remember this strong positive for coliform? We did not get a chance to talk to that parent, but the lunch kit this came from was not the top for total bacteria.
Ambrose had the highest bacteria count.
He did? Oh my gosh.
About 1,800, roughly 1,800.
No, are you
bacteria.
sure that's the right lunchbox?
I'm pretty sure,
Because
yeah.
my kids, my students, and everyone will tell you that I am a germ freak. Like, I have my Clorox wipes and my sanitizer and everything.
But here's the interesting thing. Ambrose was clean when it comes to that extra nasty fecal coliform. He does love his hand sanitizer, so something else is making that bacteria bloom.
The thing about it, he doesn't throw his lunch away at lunchtime. He leaves all the wrappers and everything in there, so it'll be like a Go-Gurt wrapper. It'll be he saves his seeds from his cucumbers and, funny things. He just saves it in there. So I think that cleaning it out, reminding him to clean it out right away, not put the trash back in there.
Dr. Gerba says it's not as if what we found will automatically make your child sick, but you do want to keep fighting those germs with soap and antibacterials and teach kids what they need to do to keep clean. Craig Smith, KGUN-9, on your side.
Thanks to those parents. You were really good sports. The bottom line here, Dr. Gerba says it's best to have lunchboxes made of non-porous materials that do not absorb liquids. He says clean them with disinfectant, and he notes that most household disinfectants are safe for use around food. Check your labels. And be sure to dry your child's lunchbox too before you pack it with food. Stay with us. We'll be right back with the